Would you like me to call the waiter back to go over the specials again?
No, thank you. But you can answer a question for me.
Okay, shoot.
Where were you earlier tonight?
Where was I?
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple things to do.
Business things?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as long as it's not monkey business.
No, it's boring business. Boring business.
Oh, no. No. Cowboys are never boring. At least not my cowboy.
I remember when you weren't sure you wanted to be involved with the cowboy. At least not this cowboy.
I think it just took me a while to get used to your 10-gallon chapeau.
Hat. Not chapeau. Hat. I thought you were never going to fall in love with me.
Well, you were very pushy.
Well, you know how it is with cowboys in love. They're not the most rational animal on God's green earth. What was it that finally won you over?
Well, I know perfectly what it was. And do you remember when I went for not revealing my sources?
Yes. I could have done some real damage, that judge who did that to you.
I think the way you stepped in and took care of me and took care of business and took care of the children, I think that showed me the kind of man that you really were. My kind of guy. A man for all seasons.
When you finally did open up your heart to me, I knew that I'd found everything I'd always wanted.
Afraid you got a few surprises along the way, though, didn't you? And a few disappointments.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but we survived. Didn't we? God knows you make me happy. I hope I'll always be able to make you happy. This is really nice. Thank you for bringing me here.
We haven't been dancing in a long time. Well, we've been to a couple parties, but...
Yeah, but this is different. This is special. I really like it. Thank you.
Oh, honey, look.
Lilacs.
Well, they're out early this spring, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Smell.
Oh, they're fabulous.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea how many years people have done what we're doing? Breathing in that beautiful God-given scent?
I like this side of you. It's a side I rarely see.
What side is that?
Well, darling, you're not usually the kind of a man who stops to smell the roses, or in this case, the lilacs.
You're right. I've missed out on a lot, haven't I?
I think sometimes we just get awfully caught up in unimportant things, that's all.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Me too.
I want to make up for lost time.
Me too.
Well, why don't we do that together?
Oh, me too.
So, how about we spend a couple of days in Key West?
Key West? Mm-hmm. You know, I've never been to Key West.
No?
They say the sunsets there are fabulous.
That settles it. Tomorrow we leave for Key West and watch some fabulous sunsets.
You're serious, aren't you?
Yep.
Dare we?
What do you mean, dare we?
Well, darling, we just came back from a vacation not too long ago.
Kiss me. I dare.
I did, too.
Hello? Got disconnected. Well, maybe not. She seemed very startled when I told her who I was. I think maybe she just hung up.
No, definitely sounded like trouble with the phone.
Why did you grab the phone away from me?
Because I heard you say her name was Sandra, and I thought it was for me.
Do you know her?
Yeah, of course. She cuts my hair. I was going to talk to her about going to Megan's wedding. You know how I should wear my hair, and I guess I'll just have to call her at the salon. I don't have her number at home.
What happened to Andre?
What?
Andre, remember him? The man who's cut your hair for I don't know how many years? Why did you suddenly switch?
No, I didn't. He's out of town. Out of the country. On vacation.
Well, the young woman on the phone was not your hairdresser. She was a friend of Clint's. He told me about her several weeks ago.
Several weeks ago?
Yeah. She's a poet. She wants to get some of her poems published in the Banner.
She's a poet?
Yeah. I gave him a book of her poems. It's around here someplace. Here it is. Name is Sandra Hall.
Well, she's got a lot of gall calling here at the house.
Honey, she's probably just very anxious to know what Clint thinks of her work. In fact, she may be depending on him for next month's rent. Who knows? And he's been so busy, I'm sure he forgot completely about it, so I'll just tell him she called, make sure he returns the call.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go check on CJ and Sarah and see
what... Darling, I wish you would talk to me. I know something is bothering you. Don't try and deny it, Tina, all right? I know you much too well. Now, what is it? Are you in some kind of trouble?
I can't take this, Vicky. I just can't take this anymore. Really stupid and really childish.
You can't take what anymore? Tina, tell me, please, honey. I'm not going to judge you or lecture you. Is it Carlo? Is he threatening you again or what?
No, he's not.
Then what kind of trouble are you in?
I'm not in any trouble, Vicky, so just don't worry about me, all
Honey,
right?
I can't help but worry about you. Good heavens, you've been so anxious and upset and unsettled ever since Clint and I came back from... No, it all started before we went to Florida. And Cord has been behaving so strangely. Do you know that earlier today I interrupted a very intense discussion between Cord and Clint, and they both tried to pass it off as being something about union negotiations. I know perfectly well it wasn't that. It was personal. It's something to do with you and Cord, isn't it? All right, Tina, if you won't tell me what it is, I'll go to Cord and I'll find out from him. Vicky? What?
It's Clint.
What? What, is something wrong with Clint? And you and Cord know what it is? What?
I really think that you just better talk to Clint about it.
I have talked to Clint about it. And all he gives me are the same vague answers that I am now getting from you, and I am sick and tired of vague answers. I'm fed up with playing these ridiculous games. Now, why is it suddenly impossible for anyone to trust me?
Vicky,
Is it the Banner?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Part of it? Honey, I'm sorry. I don't want to place a burden on you, but it is obvious to me that Clint finds it impossible to confide in me now. Good Lord, I've gone so far as to ask Bo to stick close to him to try and find out what's wrong.
So what did Bo tell you?
Bo told me it was something to do with financial matters at the Banner. And then Clint turned around and confided all that to us. It's something more. And you and Cord know what it is, don't you? Is it negotiations? Is it financial?
Look, it's really, really complicated. I don't know where to begin or...
I don't care where you begin. I just want you to tell me the truth, Tina, please.